I think that if you would ever listen to me, I think you should listen to me on my birthday. Huh? Because one of the days you are real to yourself is on your birthday. You tell yourself the truth. I've struggled, and I've been trying to be 40 years old, but I'm not yet 40, even as at today, and I don't like it. People are looking at me like, who's this guy? Okay, so I'm going to teach you. My time can start. I'm going to teach you just to follow on with what Ape has said. Ape just taught us. And I'm going to teach you three things that have worked in my life. I'm going to share with you, and they are my secrets. And you might take them, you might not take them, but if you want to examine the extent of any principle, you look at the results that it yields. Okay? Anywhere you go to, if you want to test the strength of any idea or any scope, whatever it is you want to test, look at the result it yields. And so at some point in my life, I stopped looking at people that talk too much and start looking at the kind of results their life, represents, or the kind of results. So somebody told me that result is ends all insults. Okay? Result is what ends insults. I want to teach you on the three major currencies of life. Three major currencies of life. Because it's my birthday, I don't want to shout. I just want to speak from here, and I'll be brief, but I will be brief to teach you the last one. There are three major life currencies that I have engaged with, that I have traded life with, and it has not been a bad life. Huh? I woke up this morning and I realized that everything I've ever wanted to do in my life, I have done. Everything. Leave your house, travel to any part of the world. I have. Sometimes when I look at my international passports and I'm like, is this you? Back to back, visas of Asian countries, visas of all manner. I'm saying everything I've always wanted to do. Marry a kind of wife I want to marry, have children. I've always dreamt of all these things, and they are bound. And I believe that it can happen for you too. So Ape also touched on. I heard him talking like a pastor, so he gave me the latitude because I came thinking like I'm not going to talk like a pastor, but he mentioned God. So I'm going to add the fourth currency if I have time. The first currency that I traded life with is knowledge. Is what? Knowledge. First, I want to tell you why these currencies are very important. They can give you monetary benefits. They can give you prestige. They can confer on you perception. These currencies give you capacity to influence. They expand your options. They also give you voice and recognition. Knowledge. Knowledge is expertise. Knowledge is know-how. Knowledge is your ability to do a certain thing in a certain way that nobody else could, even if somebody else can, but you are among the number that can do that thing in that way. And so it is the least of all the currencies, actually. Are you hearing? Sometimes you gain knowledge by schooling, by going to school. You are educated. So you are educated into becoming you are now a doctor, or a pharmacist, or an architect, or an accountant. And so that's the knowledge with which you are going to trade and engage life with. Very important currency of life. And I say to you that do not float in this life. Ensure that you are knowledgeable in a field. No matter how minute, no matter how people, look at such area of knowledge with disdain. Ensure that you are knowledgeable in a particular area of life. And I'm saying to you that it is the least of all currencies. Knowledge sometimes have no influence over character. Hello? Have you seen a proud first-class graduate before? I have met an expert cardiologist that is a chain smoker. If you get into the consulting room and you are seeing the cardiologist, one of the things they advise he or she will advise you to do is to stay off what? Cigarettes. But he is a smoker. So his knowledge has not influenced or affected him. Are you understanding? So knowledge and character can be separated. But by all means, if you don't have the other currencies I'm going to talk about, please have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you might not have income and you might not have food. What knowledge does for you is to put food on your table. That's all. Hello? And so, if you are here and you are still thinking of what to do with your life, still thinking of what to do with your time, still thinking of what to do with capacity, with all the resources you have, I am saying to you and I'm begging you to identify an area of knowledge, a body of knowledge, where you will spend the rest of your life. It can be horticulture. Some guys came to my house they were part of those that, did the construction. I remember Architect Ape telling me what the guy charges. The guy who did the interlocking. And I got to find out that guy is not a graduate. Like, they were just doing their stuff but I heard of how much he charges from one client to another. The guy probably earns more than a lot of you here. I can say that. But he has created an area for himself, which is what? Interlocking. And he is fixing. I'm saying these things as simple as possible. I know you know these things I'm saying, but I'm still saying it again because these are the things that still count. Knowledge. Knowledge has no correlation with the man's attitude or character. Knowledge is composed of facts. It's composed of information. It's composed of adroitness. It's composed of skill. Your ability to differentiate facts, truths. Your ability to analyze issues. Those are just basic knowledge issues. You need to have knowledge. Acquisition of knowledge, mostly theoretical. Acquisition of knowledge. Knowledge is mostly theoretical. I will explain the other one to you. You can live in a theoretical framework all your life if you are not careful. So that brings me to the next point, because I don't have time, and I'm going to dwell on one of them, which it will take time to dwell on. The second currency with which you must trade is wisdom. Say wisdom. Don't live your life foolishly. You have no spare. If you have a flat tire, you just go for a spare, right? But I am saying to you that wisdom is that dose of ability and perspective to make sound judgments. Knowledge can put you on a payroll. Knowledge can put you on a salary scale. It is wisdom that commands riches. If you continue to dwell in the realm of knowledge, there are some countries that it is only on social media you will be seeing. You know why? The reward for knowledge most times can't take you far. You're a doctor, you earn 400,000. Do you know how much is flight tickets to Dubai if you want to go with your family? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You want to live those kind of good life. That one, it comes from the realm of wisdom. It is with wisdom you identify your investment vehicles. It is with wisdom you learn how to do your businesses differently. When you walk into this place, this is a restaurant like that other restaurant you see out there. But there's a reason why you sit down here to eat. Why? You are responding to the wisdom at work. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You are responding to the wisdom. So I am saying to you that if men are going to give you their money, if men are going to let go of their money because of and respond to you because of that which you have to offer, you must blend it with wisdom. Wisdom attracts people to you. Even if a man is poor, provided he has demonstrated sound judgment, people tend to like him. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Wisdom is composed of knowledge, experience, and good judgment. A lot of you have not demonstrated sufficient wisdom. Is the reason for your struggle. So sometimes you are wondering why a 2-1 graduate can be suffering like this. You have not blended it with wisdom. Wisdom is not taught in any classroom. There is no university where you learn wisdom. There is no university. Wisdom is a function of your life experiences and how much you take your time to respond to them. Wisdom. Wisdom can help you to discern. Wisdom can help you to decipher. It is with wisdom you perceive the enormous wealth in a person. Some of you marry somebody, like Afe was saying, you marry people based on knowledge. Say, I'm marrying her. Why? She's a doctor. She's a pharmacist. And so, when we get married, her salary and my salary will be big. You are foolish. I'm marrying him. Why? He's a drunkard. He smokes. No problem. But he's a pilot. They pay him 1.2 million. That's why you're marrying him. You don't have wisdom. He has slapped you before. He has slapped you before. Maybe I'm even talking to somebody in this hall. But you overlooked because of knowledge. Knowledge, they say, is power, but wisdom is king. Wisdom is king. It is wisdom that helps you to package your knowledge area. Wisdom is attractive and wears you like perfume. Whenever you see men, women, people running after a particular person, going after a particular person, it's because there is wisdom at work. The scope of your knowledge and the depth of your wisdom, they are the foundations of the quality of life that you want to live. You are not going to live richer than the scope of your knowledge and the depth of your wisdom. You will never. I can assure you. We can bet that for 1 million. You will never live beyond the scope of your knowledge and the depth of your wisdom. You are not sure of your career path yet, but you took 100,000 to make hair. Because they told you, one motivational speaker told you that people address you by the way you dress. It's a lack of wisdom. All of us that you are seeing, bros, there was a time we used to go to, how many of you went to University of Jos, or you were in Jos? Katako? There was a time we wore clothes from Katako. Even when we were in Abuja, we would send to Katako. The same us, it has come to a time where they deliver the clothes to our house. You see it online, you like it, you click. You know why you are doing that? You know the balance that will still remain after you have ordered. Eh? But you know that you will order online. And after you have paid, your balance will remain 2K. The last currency I want to teach you is network. Say network. I've touched on it, which is where I want to really take my time. Then I will close. The size and openness of your network creates your chances for success. I've told you about knowledge. Knowledge will just put you on payroll. They will be paying you salary. Knowledge. Wisdom can help you attract riches. If you want to chance on real wealth, it's going to be determined by the quality of your network. Architect Ape might be called to Aso Rock today to come and pick up a job. Not because he's the only architect in Abuja. But he has probably invested and found his way into what? Into what? Why are you scared of saying it? Into what? A network. You've heard a popular saying that your network is your net worth. And whenever you hear that thing, what comes to your mind is money. But it's not money they are talking about. It's access to information, chance. It is easier for you because you are in the network, and difficult for you because you are outside the network. There are some information you will never hear. There are some information that will never get to you because you are not in a particular network. How do you think appointments are made? They ask for people's CV. All of you, submit your CV. You want to appoint Minister of Finance. Have you ever heard it before? No. It is decided where? In a network. You want to have chance and opportunity to affect lives. You want to be, and you know, there are certain, no matter how passionate you are, there are certain things you can't do if you don't occupy a certain position. Yes, sir. Like, you want to change your state, all of you. You want to, if you are from Kogi State now, you say, oh, why is this governor like this? I want to change Kogi State. You can't change Kogi State if you are not the governor of Kogi State, because you can't command the resources he commands. Even if you have all the money to fix the road, the governor can ask you not to fix it. Are you aware? But as a governor, if I want to fix any road, you can't stop me. That's because a position has afforded me the opportunity to change the system. Your network is your net worth. A lot of the times you look down on people because you lack, I took it in ascending order. You lack wisdom to know that there is a future. And that's why when you see all of you are looking at me. Do I look good this morning? There was a time where we had just one shoe. If my wife had looked at that shoe and made up her mind on the basis of that shoe, she would have lost plenty things by now. Do you understand what I just said? I have learned in life never to look down on anybody. Because even me, you know that new slang people say, it shock you. Even me, I shock myself. I shock you. Don't look down on anybody. You see this sister behind you? This sister behind you. She can become the wife of the governor. Tomorrow. Then all of a sudden, you need access into government house. All she needs to do is to tell her husband, that guy, we were classmates, he's very intelligent. I think if you make him commissioner for planning, it will be good. That's how people get into power. I love education. I have a first degree, a very good first degree, a 2-1 from University of Jos. I have 3 postgraduate degrees, 3 masters, and I'm on the 4th one. I'm currently doing the 4th one. But I'm saying to you that I know where certificate works and I know where network works. My certificate has probably given me thousands. My network gave me millions. Are you understanding? Let me tell you something, a secret. In some of the places I've worked up till now, when they send youth corpers to my office, I've had at least 10, 15 youth corpers. When they come, youth corpers most times, they come not knowing what to do with their life. I know that feeling. So I take it as a responsibility to invest in them. Invest in them professionally, try to help them navigate their way through career space, and all of a sudden they catch on something and they're like, I have never seen this before. Nobody has done this for me before. And they do that, they do that, they do that. They work with me 1 year, 2 years. Some of them are retained, some of them move on, and all of that. Do you know that all the consultancies I have had outside my job were recommendations by some of those guys? Are you understanding? So when they get jobs and they move to other organizations, they are like, no, you can't give this job to anybody. I know somebody who can do it perfectly. I know somebody, his name is Mr. Sam. They called me up. Mr. Sam, please, can you come? Let's have a chat. That is how I have earned in some, outside my job, I'm saying outside work. That's how I've earned like 5 million, earned like 2 million, earned like 1 million. Up to yesterday, last weekend, one was sent to my email. I can't, do you understand my point? It is from these guys that I took my time to do what? To invest in. Don't look down on anybody. Don't do what? Look down on anybody. Your network, it's important. As we move on, I want you to know that money is not the life of the network. Character and values are. You meet a young girl for the first time and all that is in your mind is how to sleep with her, how to hang out. You are not going to go far with that kind of attitude. See beyond them. Your network. Relationships are built on mutual trust. Nobody has the nobody's under obligation to trust you. Are you aware? It is your responsibility to prove yourself to be trusted. And that is the fabric, that is the thread with which we weave networks. Mutual trust. Personalize your approach to everyone. If you have proven yourself to be worthy of trust, if you have proven yourself to be worthy of trust to Samuel, make sure you demonstrate that effort to prove yourself to be worthy of trust to Ape. Are you understanding? Don't be good to me and be bad to him. Don't borrow my money and return it, but borrow his own money and eat it. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? You cannot be double-faced if you are going to have a successful networking life. I am saying to you, up till from now till the day you breathe your last, what is going to sustain you, what is going to give you access to certain information and certain secrets and code will be your network. And I'm not saying start jumping onto rich guys. No. A lot of the times, you have to build this network from scratch. You are seeing all of us now. You are seeing some of those things. You are seeing some, I like this, we like that life. Bros, I wish we, do you still have those pictures of Abuja hostel? You don't have. So that you will see where men were boys. Where we used to go and fetch water, you cook in one pot, we eat from the pot, not from the plates. So in other words, we did not become friends today because anything happened. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You are going to build your network. You are going to put in something into your network. You are going to put in something into your relationship. A lot of you here, you have never bought a gift for your friend. All your life is give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. You're the only one collecting. You have never done anything for anybody. As a person, you have not looked at, you know you can spare 20,000 naira every year. And you identify a young man or a young lady who is on campus, who is struggling, and you say, look, I am committed to you to the tune of 20,000 every year. Every semester, come take 10,000 until you are done with school. You are not doing it for any reason. But that person, if she gets or he gets into a position tomorrow, can never forget you. Stop trying to latch on to big men. There's a way to grow network organically. You grow it. Some of us are not as afraid of life. So, like Nigerian parents will say, God forbid. If I'm not alive today, I know that my family will be fine. Because I know. Don't burn bridges. Don't burn bridges. Don't walk away from people anyhow. You get angry. How much are they paying themselves? Is it because I'm be helping him? How much is he even paying me? You walk away. Sometimes that is how you slammed the door on your destiny forever. Sometimes it takes a cycle of 5 years. Some of those people, you will need them again. Yes. You are currently working in an organization. Only you are quarreling with everybody. Only you. Everybody in the organization, they don't know anything. It's only you that know something. Don't burn bridges. Don't burn bridges. Don't always walk away. Remember, cut off fake friends for the real reason. Don't cut off real friends for the fake reasons. Cut off fake friends for the real reason. As I close, networks, they are developed by values, strengthened by trust, and sustained by investment. When illness and incapacitation happens in your life, it is your network that comes to your rescue. Be civil to all, social with many, but familiar with few. Network is not in quantity of friends, it's in quality of friends. It's not in the quantity, number of people you know. And you know, a lot of you say that I cannot get a job here or business here because it is about who you know. Sir, it has gone beyond who you know. It is now who knows you. You know certain people, but do they know you? Have you built your network to that point that they can recognize you? You call them, they pick your call. Some people have not picked your call because they see you as a nuisance. Most times, be careful what you post on social media henceforth. Social media is good at documenting stupidity. After 5 years, they will bring it and put it on your face like this. Your memories. You quarreled with your boyfriend. You went to social media. You narrated the story. As you are narrating, somebody is scrapping it, copying it, and they are keeping. One day, when you want to claim the other way, they will show you. And you know that I am also careful because these young guys, you know they are coming up. Sure. Sometimes, you know LinkedIn. This guy has gone to check me on LinkedIn before. This boy. This is my son, my first son. He has checked me on Google. He's trying to know who his father is. And so I carry him along now so that he can be seeing the things that his father does. Are you understanding? Charles Tremendius said, you will be the same person in 5 years, except for 2 things. The people you meet and the books you read. If you are ever going to chance on wealth, it's going to be on the strength of your network. If your name is going to ever mention, if your name will ever be mentioned in the palace, it's going to be based on your network. Some of those alma mater, old school association, alumni, they are good. But when you get there, please demonstrate values that last. Trust, mutual trust for that matter. Is that okay? All right. I think I am done. Thank you. My time is up.